So hello everybody, welcome to my very first tutorial on the Blender software. Today I'm going to show you my process on how to make a rig and how to quickly skin it and how to animate a character. So let's jump into it. So at first I'm going to enable the Rigify add-on, which is a built-in add-on into Blender. So here I'm going to enable it. Once it's done, I'm going to create a Rigify armature. You can find it right here. So it's a basic human, and if you go into the object properties, you can check in front, and after doing that, you can scale your character up in order to make it almost inside of your character. Here I'm enabling the mirror tool and also the active origin in order to move my bones in a correct way. So here you can see that I'm selecting the first extremity of the bone, and I'm selecting at the end, in the end, the back of the arm in order to move it correctly. Here I'm doing a little fast forward in order for you to see really quick how do I replace my bones. Every time I select, so as I said, the last bone in order to move it correctly. And here I'm replacing every bone where it should be. So once I've done that, I'm going to add what is called a super copy. So it's a little bone here that can be used for parenting the eyes and the mouth on it. So as you can see, I'm placing them right in front of the eyes and the mouth, and I'm parenting them to my head bone. Then after that, I'm placing the ears bones. So I'm placing them right into the ear, and I'm trying to place them correctly as well in order for them to move as I want later on. So here, as you can see, there is a little problem here, is that we need to rename our bones in order to be quicker in our production. And here, to rename my object a little bit faster, I'm going to hit the Control and F2 keys in order to batch rename my ears and to be a lot quicker. So once I've done that, I'm selecting the whole ear, going to Armature and clicking on Symmetrize. That will symmetrize my ear. And very important, don't forget to add .L and .R before doing it. So as you can see here, I'm symmetrizing and I'm adding the fingers. So it's called super fingers, and what you are going to do is not take in consideration the palm of your finger, and you're just going to place the fingers, really the fingers, onto your hand, your finger, your mesh, the finger of your mesh. So always selecting the last bone to move it correctly, and just like so, you're going to have, this little bend on your finger. And here I'm moving it slowly, and I'm taking my time because it's a a very important process if you want to have good looking fingers. Here I'm doing the same for the thumb. Here I placed it on top, 2. And as you can see, we have all the palms that are going everywhere. So what we are going to do is place them on the same origin point. Sorry. So we are going to place our 3D cursor. So Shift S and cursor to selected. And now we are going to do the opposite, selection to cursor. And as you can see, everyone is on the same origin point. Now, what I'm going to do is batch rename the fingers as I did for the ears. And, well, it's a simple but important process. Don't forget to remove the point and 001 or 002 or more if you have more things. You remove this and you replace them by .l or .r. Once it's done, as you can see, I'm parenting the palms to the right to the hand for them to move correctly. After for the animation. What I'm going to do now is add another super copy. This time it's for the sword, because I would like my character to hold a sword. And as you can see, I'm moving it upwards and rotating it 90 degrees on the x-axis. And I'm trying to place it into the hand. I'm placing the bone, the super copy, into the hand of my mesh, and I'm parenting it into my hand in order to move it in pose mode as I want. As you can see, it works pretty well. So once I've done that, I'm going to apply all the transformation of my rig, and I'm going to create every collection I need for my skeleton, for my rig. So I'm going to create a collection for my weapon and a collection for my extras, such as my fingers and my ears. So I'm going to place my fingers, my ears, my face into the extras collection, and I'm going to place the bone sword into my weapon collection. Also, I'm just changing the type of bone, of controller for my bones, so it will be a bit more pleasant for the eyes and also to use. So as you can see, once I've created the collections and attributed them, the bones into them, I'm placing a little bit of color, and I'm making sure everything is in the correct collection, and I'm going to place them into my UI in order to activate or deactivate my rig easier, in order to see well, to see a little bit better what I'm doing. So once I've done that, I can check if everything is correct again, and I can generate my rig. So as you can see here, my rig is present, and what I'm going to do is that I'm going to duplicate this rig. So Shift D, move it on the x-axis, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to enable all the controllers on my bone, so everything here, so except for the def and the root, so like I'm doing in the video. And once I've done that, I'm going to rename my second rig to SK. in order to have a difference between the one that will control the other one. So here I'm going to go into the filters and enable the selectable option. Go into edit mode and into the root bone. You'll see that there is some bones that aren't visible, so you're going selectable, sorry. So you're going to enable them, and then you're going to remove everything. Once done, you're going to remove also the root bone and place it into the def collection. When it's done, you're going to remove the parenting between each bone and parent every bone to the root bone. When this is done, you're going now to bake your bone in order to remove every constraints that has been placed on them, and so you have now a completely clear armature, and now you can affect what is called copy transformations into the from the good armature into the other one. And once you've done this for every bone, so you're going to select the bone on one bone on the right and the exact same bone on the left, and you're going to hit Control Shift and C and copy transform. When done, your skeleton will be the origin of your skeleton will be on the left. You just have to go into object mode and hit Alt G. Well, now you have your skinning skeleton, and you have your controller skeleton, if I can say. So now what you're going to do is the skinning. Here I'm just adding the weapon because I don't have a weapon on my character normally, and as you can see here, I'm going to now make my skinning. So I'm just, for this tutorial, I'm going to take my armature, take my it's the inverse. You're going to take your mesh, then your armature, and you're going to hit click on on Control P, and then click on with automatic weights. When this is done, you're just going to do your skinning normally. So just have to have the good influences on your bone. So here you can see that I don't want my ears to move my hair, so I'm just removing the zone of affection. And here, as you can see, my whole body can move without any bad things happening here. I'm just creating some little I'm just modifying some things, because here, as you can see, my knee is inside the sack, the short of my character, so I just have to move the influences. And once you've done all of this, what you can do is create a new action, create it into the rig skeleton. Then you create an action called idle, and you affect it to your character that you will name with the name of your character on the right. So here, what I'm going to do is animate with procedural animation, in order to be quicker and to have a better looking animation. So as you can see here, I'm placing a key at the beginning of the animation, and I'm going to place here a graph editor. in order to see better what I'm doing. And very important step is that you have to change every controller that have a quaternion way to move into a XYZ Euler way, because it will be easier to animate. So here, well, I'm just going to move at first my character into FK, not IK, because when you move here, you don't move like so, and you have your hand standing in the air. So FK will prevent this. So here I'm just going to enable the mirror tool in order to move everything at the same time. And as you can see here, everything is kind of moving properly. You see everything is bending correctly, the arms are moving well. And what I'm going to do here is to test if everything is working correctly. Like you can see, the shoulder is working well, the arm, everything looks cool. And so now I can jump into animation. So as I said, you select everything, you press the I key in order to set a keyframe on every bone, every controller, and then you can start to animate. Here I choose to animate the torso first, the torso controller. Here you can see it's making some little funny things, so you just have to play with the modifier here. So you can access the modifiers only into the graph editor. So you just have this little box on the right here. So you will have to move it around and play with it in order to find where where the animation is looping. It's this cycle mode animation. Once you've find your cycle, where does your animation is cycling, you can do it continue, and make everything you want. Here I'm going to move the shoulders of my character in order to give it a bit more life, and also on the head to move it on sideways, to give it a little bit of an not an attitude, but like it's an adventurous character, so you have to animate it as it's going into an adventure. So here, as you can see, everything is looking pretty cool, and we can say that it's done. You can see just with a few clicks you can have a really cool animation, and not just an animation, but a good looking animation made with procedural curves. Once you've done your animation, what you want to do is export everything. So very important, you're going to save your file, and then go into pause mode and bake your animation into the SK rig. Because if you don't do it into the SK, you won't be able to export into FBX your animation. So once you've done that, you're just going to export everything, and that's done. Now you can revert your animation, your Blender file, and there it is. You have your FBX file, and you can just plug it into whatever you want, either Unity, Godot, or Unreal Engine, and hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and see you in the next one. Don't hesitate and ask me questions in the comment section below. See you later.